嗨，各位同学好，欢迎来到 Phonics 自然音标。Phonics 自然音标的课程，今天老师为你介绍的是 Vocabulary of the Day。Vocabulary of the Day。那我们一起到 cn.com 去寻找一些本日的 Headline News of the Day。Headline News of the Day， 并且让我们从这些焦点新闻中去学习一些单字以及它的拼音逻辑技巧。Okay, students, let's go to the cn.com, and today, just browsing around the front page of the CNN, there's one topic. The article title, Portraits That Stare at Your Soul. Portraits that stare at your soul. Portraits that stare at your soul.Okay, let's click on the link. You will redirect you to the inside news. And here, you will see some beautiful portraits. And students, if you want to study this article title, this article and story with me, please, on the top right hand side, right here, on the search bar of the CNN, please type the article title.Steve McCurry's India, a sacred land of rich and poor. Please type the article title. Steve McCurry's India, a sacred land of rich and poor. Steve McCurry's India, a sacred land of rich and poor. Okay, we can see some beautiful portraits, images, and from a great photographer. And let's read the story. What is his stories, images are about? Okay, I'm going to read the stories. Ken Photos, legendary photographer, documents vast country over 3 decades. Rabari tribal elder, what is it about Steve McCurry's portraits that instantly draws you into the raw gas of his subjects? From McCurry's famous Afghan girl image to the one above of a brilliantly decorated tribal elder in Rajasthan.The legendary American photographer has gained reputation for bewitching portraiture in some of the most dramatic landscapes on earth. Now McCurry's new book, India, showcases 3 decades of his spectacular photographers for this vast country.Flick through the gallery to see images from the book. Okay, I'm going to stop right here and let's go to the note that I have prepared for you guys to study. And please read along with me from this headline title, Trending Portraits That Stares at your soul. Trending portraits that stare at your soul. Trending portraits that stare at your soul. Okay, let's go to the story. Vocabulary. Now we're going to practice the vocabularies. We're going to practice their meaning, usage, pronunciation, and definition. And please read along with me if you can. And we're using spelling bee, pronunciation, and spelling improvement and skill. Well, let's go for the first vocabulary words. Portrait. 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 Alright, it's also possible portrait. 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 Definition of portrait in English: noun, a painting, drawing, photograph, or engraving of a person, especially one depicting only. Sorry, let me enlarge the fonts first. Okay, I'm going to redo again. A painting, drawing, photograph, or engraving a person, especially one depicting only the face or head and shoulders. Example sentences. His exploits were commemorated in a series of paintings, portraits, and engravings. Origin mid-16th century from French, past participle used as a noun of Old French portrait. Okay, I'm going to repeat the pronunciation and definition. Please read along with me this time. Portrait. Definition of portrait in English: noun, a painting, drawing, photograph, or engraving of a person, especially one depicting only the face or head and shoulders. Example sentences. His exploits were commemorated in a series of paintings, portraits, and engravings. Origin mid-16th century from French, past participle used as a noun of Old French portrait. Okay, let's do the second vocabulary word. Rich. Definition of rich in English: adjective, having a great deal of money or assets, wealthy. Most of these artists are already quite rich. As a plural noun, the rich. Every day the gap between the rich and the poor widens. More example sentences. You can't argue that somehow this very rich family needs this money. Origin: Old English rice, powerful, wealthy, of Germanic origin relative to Dutch Rijke and German Reich. Ultimately from Celtic, reinforced in Middle English by Old French, rich, powerful. Okay, I'm going to redo the vocabulary second time. Please follow me. Rich. Definition of rich in English: adjective, having a great deal of money or assets, wealthy. Most of these artists are already quite rich. As a plural noun, the rich. Every day the gap between the rich and the poor widens. More example sentences. You can't argue that somehow this very rich family needs this money. Origin: Old English rice, powerful, wealthy, of Germanic origin relative to Dutch Rijke and the German Reich. Ultimately from Celtic, reinforced in Middle English by Old French, rich, powerful. Okay, let's go to the third vocabulary. Poor. Definition of poor in English: adjective, lacking sufficient money to live at a standard considered comfortable or normal in society. People who were too poor to afford a telephone. As a noun, the poor, the gap between the rich and the poor has widened. More example sentences. She lives in housing for poor seniors and cannot afford to repair her own vehicle, which she says broke down 4 years ago. Origin: Middle English from Old French, poor, from French, pauper. Now I'm going to redo the vocabulary again. Please follow me this time. Poor. Definition of poor in English: adjective, lacking sufficient money to live at a standard considered comfortable or normal in a society. People who were too poor to afford a telephone. As a noun, the poor, the gap between the rich and the poor has widened. More example sentences. She lives in housing for poor seniors and cannot afford to repair her own vehicle, which she says broke down 4 years ago. Origin. Middle English from Old French, poor, from Latin, pauper. Now let's go into redefine the 3 vocabulary words and using phonics, spelling and pronunciation improvement and skill. OK， 我们来利用自然音标的方式来解释这3个单词。第一个是 portrait， 那我们知道 portrait 它有 portrait 跟 portrait。好，那这边双重音的念法，我们来研究双重音的念法。双重音在1、2音节同时有，所以这不是每个单字都会有这种状况哈，2个音节2个重音，所以它是16世纪法文来着。过去分词use as a noun， 所以本来是 portrait T-R-A-I-R-E T-R-A-I-R-E 那我们写 portrait 那这边所以有双重音所以我们看双重音，所以它是2个 strong two strong syllables strong 我们先写 strong syllable 2个都是强的所以既然是强的，我们就来看它的念法。所以第一个音节有 onset P followed by nucleus OR， 因为 nucleus OR所以它就形成 CVR， 所以它的 combination V and R vowel and semi R vowel and semi R 那所以因为这时候就会套用 vowel and semi R VR combination 就会变成 R control syllable R control vowels R control vowels, therefore OR adds OR 所以这边我们画一个 R control syllable poor 那第一个音节我们来看它一样我们看这个地方一样有什么 onset TR 还有 followed by nucleus 母合音 AI coda 尾音 T 所以这是什么 CR VVC consonant semi R vowel consonant semi R vowel consonant 所以它是 VV combination sorry sorry about this 所以我们再看 TRAIT CRVVC 所以我们把后面的 V 不发音，前面的 A 念长母音，所以念 trade one more time POR interpon TRAIT 双重音 CVR vowel and R therefore R control syllable R control vowel poor and CRVVC consonant R vowel consonant therefore vowel and vowel silent I long vowel A trade portrait 这是一个2合音 portrait 好，我们再看第二个单词 rich rich 就比较简单一点了这是 Old English rice代表 powerful wealthy 啊，所以 Dutch 的 rich。German 的 rich R-E-I-C-H 啊，所以我们看 rich 啊 ，rich 是怎样 ？R 开头啊 ，R 开头啊，然后 follow by vowel 什么 C-C， 所以我们来看啊 ，onset 首音 R nucleus I follow by coda CH。当然 coda ch 的话就是一个 digraph 啊 digraph 二合音 ch adds ch adds ch， 所以 rich 我们这样画过来，下降的短母音，然后二合音打叉 rich 因为 i 哈 h 不发音 c 变 ch rich one more time rich c 啊VCC vowel consonant therefore short vowel I digraph CH as ch silent H rich short vowel I rich好，最后一个音 pour P-O-O-R pour 哈，我们看来自古法文 P-O-U-R-E pour 哈 pour 好，所以看 O-O-R， 所以这个是一样 onset P 首音 P followed by nucleus O-O-R 好，所以这个很好玩，它的 nucleus O-O-R， 所以它是我们就画三连音，啊，三连音，啊，或者我们这样画三连音，三连音的连续母 R 哈 ，VVR 啊，不管是什么组合，连续三个音有母音跟假性母音的时候，找到第一个母音，在这个地方做短母音，并且跟最后一个能找到的假母音做结合，所以这个地方就 O 跟 R 做结合。好，所以我们看 P-O-O-R O 跟 R 做结合啊，所以 O 写个短母音，但是这时候这个 O 的短母音可不是念 or， 所以它念破音字，所以我们画一个 variant 啊，所以这是一个什么 variant vowel O as short vowels U， 所以它破音念 U 的短母音念 U poor poor poor， 所以这要打个星号哈。OK， 我们再来复习这三个单字啊 portrait rich poor OK， 同学们，如果你觉得这位老师用这 phonic 的方式来介绍啊，来带入你进入音标 phonetic 的世界啊，并且利用这个 phonic 自然音标的方式来解释啊一个母音它是如何的去利用公式利用一些变化来发出它的音，用线形来表达它的发音的母音的发音的可能性以及子音发音可能性。欢迎大家用 Google Plus 加 David 老师的用机加 David 老师的 ID Google Plus David TTINGADA. You can add me into your Google Plus friend circle, or you can write email to me davidttingada@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to receive your mail and reply them. And also, I'm gonna use Line Communicator, and my line ID is DavidTing1688. Just add me up if you wish. Well, we can have some sort of friendship or whatever. Anyway, Thanks for your video watching and video sharing. 以上就是今天的 vocabulary of the day，谢谢各位同学观赏。